Good morning, children, and this is your science teacher, and I welcome you all for the new lesson, digestive system. This is our new lesson, children. It is digestive system. In our previous class, we have learned why we have to need food, why we have to take food. We have to take the food for getting energy, to do the work, to live healthily. All these things we have learned in the previous lesson. In this lesson, what we will be learning is, by taking this food, it have to change into the nutrients which are useful for the body, and how this process will be going on, and all this we will be learning here. Generally, the energy which is required for our body to do the work will come from the food which we eat. This food contains nutrients, and as I have told you in the previous lesson, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals, fats, all these are the nutrients which must be there in your food. And these nutrients, how they will broke down and how they are made available for your body for the use. These nutrients from your food, it requires to break it down. Generally, what we will be having, we will eat our food. Some children will chew them while they are eating, and some without chewing. No, they will swallow the food without chewing with their teeth. But anyway, whether you are chewing or if you are not chewing, also the food is entering into your stomach. Then what is happening there? That the digestion will be happening there. That digestion means, what it will do is, it will break down the food into smaller pieces. It will break down the food into smaller pieces and simpler forms also, to release the nutrients, because these nutrients will be there in the type of food which you will be taking into your body. And then once it will be digested, digestion means what will happen, I am telling for you children. The food must be broken down into smaller pieces and into further simpler forms for releasing of the nutrients whatever are there in the particular food you have taken. That nutrients are absorbed and they are used by your body to get the energy for your survival. Yes, this is your digestive system, what we are going to learn, what we will be speaking about. And in this, children, if you take, see, here I have kept you a slide. First, what we will be having, food you will be taking. And this food, it undergoes digestion and it will be forming, as I have told, digestion means making down or breaking of the food particles into simple forms or smaller pieces. Again, this process continues, the digestion process continues, and it releases the nutrients. Once the digestion process finishes, then the nutrients are ready to be for your body from your food whatever you have been taken, and then absorption will happen. And this absorbing nutrients, we will be getting the energy which is needed for us for our work. We have to do some work, we have to play, we have to read, we have to write the homeworks. For all this we need the energy, and that energy will be provided by the nutrients whatever we will be taking. That's why we will be telling for you children, eat a very good food which will be having full nutrients, such that your body don't get weak easily. Entire day you will be very energetic if you take a balanced diet. All these balanced diet and what are the nutrients which you have to take in your food, all this we have discussed in the last class, is it or not? That's why always take a balanced diet, such that they will be filled with your nutrients and you will be very energetic from morning to evening to make your work to do easier. Now we will come to the process. Let me erase all this. Yes. Now we will come for the digestive system. What is our digestive system? Let me show you about it. This is the digestive system, children. Our body has a much organized system, children, for digesting the food, called as digestive system. We are having that particular organizing organ system such that it can digest the food whatever you will be taking there. And few organs will be there in this, and they will be doing their own specific functions. And these organs form a passageway through the body called as digestive tract. That means the food whatever you eat, it enters into your stomach, and from there the process, so many organs will be there in the digestive system. Each and every organ will be having its own specific function. If any one of the organ is not working properly, then that particular person will fall sick. Did you understand, children? That means each and every part of your digestive system is very, very important for making you healthy. If any one part is also not working properly, then we are not in a fit position. That means we are not healthy position. That's why always take your food whatever have been given by your parents. Don't say, I don't eat I don't eat mummy, I don't like that vegetables, I don't like that leafy vegetables. Don't say like this, children, because so many nutrients will be there present in the vegetables and fruits. Intake of these vegetables and fruits will always keep you healthy by giving you more nutrients. Okay. Now, as I am telling for you, this digestive system, it contains lot of organs in it, so many different organs, and each and every organ will be having a specific function, children. Few parts will be there. These as a parts, they don't come under the digestive system. Now, so many parts I have given, all these will be coming under the digestive system, but few, liver will be there in this. Here liver is there. In this picture itself, we are having liver and pancreas. They are not the parts of digestive tract, but what they will do, they help in digestion by releasing a lot of digestive juices into the small intestine. We are having intestines. Here, see, these are all the parts. I will explain the parts for you. Nothing to worry. In these parts, the liver and pancreas, these don't come under the digestive parts. But even then, they will help a lot for the digestion, children, by releasing a lot of digestive juices into the small intestine, such that they will help, that juices will help to break down the food into smaller pieces and into the simpler forms for the release of nutrients, such that these nutrients will provide you the energy and you will be fit and healthy. Okay, now how the food is digested? Generally, as I have told for you, the digestion of the food involves biting, chewing, squeezing and squashing of food pieces, and then these pieces dissolve in the powerful juices which are secreted by the digestive system. We have to chew the food, we have to bite the food. So many of the children, no, they don't bite the food, they don't chew, simply they will swallow. If they don't like the curries and all, no, just they will swallow with a little bit of water, but that is not good for you, Nana. If you chew the food, if you bite the food, then this digestion process, no, it will take time. Okay, and if you don't chew the food a little bit also, then the time will be extended. Little bit the time will be extended, which is not good for us. That's why chew the food and try to eat all the vegetables whatever your mom keeps for you. Okay, let me arrange this such that I can clearly explain you the parts and all. Yes, this is a picture diagram showing you the various parts of your digestive system. See, first one is the mouth. Through the mouth only we will take the food. Next one is the salivary glands. Generally, if you see a few of the pickles and a few of the fruits, unknowingly water will come into your mouth. That is because of the salivary glands, which are the reason for the coming of the water like the thing in your mouth. And these salivary glands are also important for the digestion. Next, this one is the food pipe. This pipe is there, no, children? This is called as the food pipe, through which the food whatever you are taking will be entered. Then after, this is called as a stomach. Yes, let me erase this. Yes, this is called as a stomach. Like this part is there, no? That is called as a stomach. And after that stomach, the food, it will be going for the intestines. It will be going for the intestines. First it will go for the small intestine. That means small intestine is this one, and this is the large intestine. Then after into the anus, and here this is the liver. As I have told you, no, this is the liver, and pancreas also will be there here. I will show you those pictures clearly in the one more slide. this entire thing will happen once you digest your, that means once you take your food, all these parts are responsible for the digestion of the food, children. Just let me erase this, Nana. Yes, let me take the pen. Yeah, here is one more slide for you. This is the process which will be going. First, the food enters into the mouth, then after into the stomach, then after into the small intestine, then after into the large intestine, and the last one is the anus. Here, anus is the, here, it's anus, like this. The food flows, or it passes through all this for the digestion. Okay, na? Okay, now I will explain you about each and every part, as I have told for you, no? These are all the ways where it will be going and all. Then what is happening in each and every place? Mouth. In the mouth, what the food must be done? It must be chewed. It must be swallowed. As I have told you, no? Navilin tarvata em chestam, generally we will be swallowing the food. Yes, digestion. The process starts here, digestion. And in this process, saliva. Once a small example I will tell for you, children. If you keep a piece of bread into your mouth, after few seconds you will feel it little bit sweet. What is happening there? The saliva which is secreted in your mouth, no, it is making the starch which is there in the food, whatever you have taken, as I have told you, a bread piece and all, in the starch will be there in the bread. That starch into sugar it is changing. Then you are able to taste it with your tongue. Okay, that much important the saliva is. It will make the food to little bit easy to pass through the this food pipe. Sometimes we will be taking little bit hard food. If you are eating the food with the hardest substance, అంటే మనము కొంతమంది ఫ్రైస్ ఇష్టంగా తింటారు, they will be eating fries more. At that time it will not be soft, no, a little bit hard only that food will be. But that type of food also, because of your secretion of the saliva, softly it will enter into the food pipe through the process of saliva. Then it will come under stomach, come into the next step, stomach. Here what is the process going on? Churning process will be going on. Did you ever see your mother churning the curd into buttermilk? That way of churning process will go on. And here in the stomach, some acids also will be there present. In detail I will tell you in the next class. Just what will be happening there, simply we will learn here. Churning will happen. Then after it will come for the small intestine. In this, from the stomach to small intestine, Noma, as I have told you, liver and pancreas will be there. They will secrete some juices such that the food will be digested. This, the digestion and nutrients will be coming here, and they will be absorbed through the small intestine. And then it goes for the large intestine. Here, if excess water is there, it will be getting absorbed, and for the formation of feces. And the last waste will be thrown out through the anus. This is the entire process which will be going on. In detail we will learn the next part, but here we have learned the food passes through which of the main parts and how what is going on in each and every part and all. Thank you, ma. And it's my request for you to read your textbook. Read your first 2 pages of your textbook. It's enough as a homework. Thank you. Have a nice day.